Becoming an Australian citizen. Part 1. Australia and its people. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Australia's first inhabitants are the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Torres Strait Islander people are from islands between the northern tip of Queensland and Papua New Guinea. Early days of European settlement. Settlement. Europe. Fleet. Convict. European settlement started when the first 11 convict ships known as First Fleet arrived from Great Britain on the 26th of January, 1788. British laws were very harsh. The jails could not hold the large number of convicts. To manage this problem, the British government decided to transport convicts to the new colony of New South Wales. The first governor of the colony of New South Wales was Captain Arthur Phillip. More colonies were established in other parts of Australia. Early free settlers came from Great Britain and Ireland. This British and Irish history has had a major influence on Australia's history, culture and politics. Gold Rush. In 1851, a gold rush began when gold was discovered in the colonies of New South Wales and Victoria. People from all around the world came to Victoria and New South Wales to try to make their fortunes. Chinese people arriving at this time were the first large group of migrants not from Europe. In 10 years, Australia's population more than doubled. The nation of Australia. In 1901, separate colonies were united into a federation of states called the Commonwealth of Australia. Constitution. 1901. Australian Constitution was established. Parliament. High Court. Under the new constitution, national democratic institutions, including national parliament, government and high court were established. In 1901, population was 4 million. This number did not include Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Referendum. After a referendum in 1967, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples were included in official estimates of the Australian population. Non-British migrants came after World War II. Large number of Europeans came to Australia to build a new life. Diversity. The diversity of Australia's population has increased over the last 2 centuries. Unified. While we celebrate the diversity, we also aim to build a cohesive and unified nation. Australia's national language is English. It is part of our national identity. In keeping with Australian values, migrants should learn and use English to participate in Australian society. Becoming an Australian citizen today. Citizenship ceremony. Pledge. Loyalty. At the citizenship ceremony, you pledge your loyalty to Australia and its people. What you need to know. In the citizenship pledge, who do you pledge your loyalty to? Where are Torres Strait Islander people from? What happened in Australia on the 26th of January, 1788? When were the separate colonies united into a federation of states? In Australia, how do you call the Federation of States? What was Australia's population in 1901? In which year was gold discovered in the colonies of New South Wales and Victoria? Who was the first governor of the colony of New South Wales? When did the European settlement start in Australia? Following which war did the migration of non-British individuals to Australia increase? Who were Australia's first inhabitants? What happened in Australia on the 1st of January, 1901? What is the Commonwealth of Australia? What is the name of the historical fleet of ships carried convicts from Great Britain to New South Wales? Which was the first colony established by British? From which areas did the early free settlers come to Australia? Which of the following was established by the Australian Constitution? What is the national language of Australia? Should people in Australia make an effort to learn English? What is a referendum? Which referendum led to the inclusion of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples in the official estimates of the Australian population? When did the Australian Constitution come into effect? Why were the convicts sent to Australia? Who was Captain Arthur Phillip? How has the increasing diversity of Australia's population over the last 2 centuries contributed to the nation's global connection? This is our common bond, and this is what makes us all Australian.